Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Angel and today we are going to be talking about Dollar Tree DIYs for Christmas. For this first project, I'm just going to be using some of these paint stir sticks. The first thing I'm doing is just hot gluing two of these together like this. You're going to need 4 sets of these. Next, I'm just using some of these jumbo craft sticks that I picked up from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be placing one at the bottom and one at the top. Now you're just going to continue this all the way around to put your lantern together. Next, I'm just going to be using some more of these paint stir sticks, and I'm going to make an X on each side of this lantern. I decided I wanted to paint this lantern white. My advice would be that you should paint it probably before you put it together because it was a little bit difficult. I'm just using some of this Dollar Tree rope and I'm going to make 2 handles for the sides of this lantern. And finally, I'm just going to hot glue this ornament that I picked up from Dollar Tree to the front of this lantern, and I'm also adding a couple picks from this candle wreath that I also picked up at Dollar Tree. And here's a look at how my giant lantern turned out. For this next project, I just picked up 2 of these large bells from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to take the ribbons off and the wreath off of these, and then I'm going to give them each 2 coats of white paint. I just took some of my black chalk paint and kind of tried to give it a chippy look. Now I'm just taking these red bows off. I'm going to use the berries, but I'm going to make a new bow for each of these with my buffalo check ribbon. Now I'm just putting it all back together. And here's a look at how my bells turned out. For this next project, I just picked up 3 large snowflakes and 3 of the large wood Christmas trees from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be painting all of them white. Next, on one snowflake and one of the Christmas trees, I'm just outlining them with some of this red paint. Now, for the other 4 pieces, I am going to give them candy cane stripes. So I'm just going to be using some of this painter's tape, and then I will paint in between the painter's tape with red. And here I'm just doing the same with the snowflakes. While those are drying, I have some of these Dollar Tree wood letters, but I didn't have enough to spell out what I wanted to spell on these. So I'm just using them to trace out the letters, and then I will paint them in. So I'm first just going over the letters with a Sharpie. And then I'm taking some of my black paint and a small brush to paint the letters in. Next, I just took some more of the Dollar Tree craft sticks. I cut the ends off and painted them white. And this is how I'm going to connect my signs together. And this is how my large hanging signs turned out. For my last project, I'm just using 2 of the wood craft squares and 2 of the wood rectangle planks from Dollar Tree. I'm just giving all of these 2 coats of white paint, and then I'm taking my black chalk paint and making it look rustic. Now to put my sign together, I'm just hot gluing one of my smaller paint stir sticks to the back of it. I'm just going to be using one of my popcorn boxes that I got from Walmart. I believe it was $1 something. And I'm going to trace and cut out a Christmas tree from this. Then I'm just going to hot glue it down to the second little wood piece, and it is going to be my O. So for the N, E, and L, I just traced out some letters from my computer screen, and I'm going to be using a transfer technique where I'm just scribbling all over the back of it with a pencil, and then I will flip it over and trace over these letters onto the wood pieces, and it will transfer the letters. Now I'm just taking some of my red paint with a small brush, and I will go over each letter very carefully. I just used some of Dollar Tree's red ribbon, and I'm going to make a little bow for the Christmas tree. So the sign can stand up by itself. I'm just going to be using some of Dollar Tree tumbler blocks on the back of it. And this is how my Noel sign turned out. I absolutely love it and think it's so adorable. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Bye!